All right, we're going to do a lesson on reviewing how to find surface area of a rectangular prism, a triangular prism, and a square pyramid. Okay, when we're doing this, you want to look basically at your shape and figure out what you have. Right here we have all rectangles, so we're going to use the formula area as length times width to find the surface area for this. We're going to find the area of each side. If you look at this, we have the front and the back are going to be the same. This side is going to be the same as this. The top is going to be the same as the bottom. So if I was going to look at this and I wanted to, I could draw a net for this. Now, if you look at this, you have the front, which we would say is right here. If I fold this forward, I have a front, which is right there. It's connected to the bottom, which I would have right there. The bottom is connected to the back, which I would have right there. Then the back is connected to the top, which is right there. And we have a side and a side. Okay, so that is basically how a net would look for this shape. Now, the thing is, what are we going to do with this net? We're going to find the area of each piece. So if I want to find the area of the front panel, which is right here again, we have 10 going across and 4 up. So I have 10 going across and 4 going up. So area of this is area equals length times width. 10 times 4 is 40. So if this is 40, the back also has to be 40. Okay, now if I'm looking at my top, next thing we're going to do is let's look at the top of this. We have the top going this way is also 10, which makes sense. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. They're all part of the same rectangle. And going in this direction is part of my top is 3. So there's my top. 10 times 3, which is 30. Okay, if you look at my top has to be the same as my bottom. So my bottom is also going to be 30. Okay, now if we look at, I need the sides. So if we look at my sides, my side is here, and the side goes like this. Going up like that is the same as going up like that over there, which is 4, and this is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So the area of the sides are 12. So if I want to find my area, my surface area of this, I have to add up all these pieces. I have 40 plus 40 plus 30 plus 30 plus 12 plus 12. 40 and 40 is 80, plus 30 is 110, plus 30 is 140, plus 12 is 152, plus 12 is 164. So it's 164 square units. Okay, moving on to our next type of problem is an area of a triangular prism. If we look at this, we have the area of a triangle in here somewhere. It's got a triangle, so I'm going to have at some point, I'm going to have area equals 1/2 base height. And I have rectangles area equals length times width. So let's look at the shapes first. We have these triangles here and another one down there. And those triangles are going to be the same. So let's find the area of that triangle. So before we do that, I'm going to draw a net to show you what a net would look like. So if I have this base, which would be right there, I would fold out the triangle there, and I would fold out the triangle there. I would flip that base there, and on the other side there. If I flip all those pieces around, I will have a triangular prism. Okay, now let's look at this triangle here. 1/2 base times height. So I have 1/2. The bottom of this thing is 8. So the base is going to be 8. In the height, how far it is from top to bottom, it says right there is 3. Okay, half of 8 is 3, or half of 8 is 4, times 3 is 12. So the area of the triangles are each going to be 12. Now, I have rectangles here. And if we look at these rectangles, if all three sides of these triangles are the same, that's going to make it a little easier, and they all are 8. So if I look at this rectangle here, the base, I have 12 by 8. So area is length times width. 12 times 8 is 96. So I got that base. Now let's look at the area of this side right here. This right here says the little dashes mean equal to 8. So 8 times 12 is also 96. So that one is 96. I need the one over there. Same thing, it's 12 going that way, and it is 8 going up. So that one is also 96. So to get the surface area, I have 96 plus 96 plus 96 plus 12 plus 12. Okay, 96 and 96 is 192, 278, 293, 12. Let's do that again. 96 and 96 is 192, 198, 288 for that. Plus 12 makes 300, and 12 more makes 312. 312 square areas. The thing is, find the area of each shape. The rectangles, you're using length times width, and the triangles, you're using a half base times height. Then once you get each, I would suggest you label them on your diagram, add them all up, and you will get it. Okay, the final one is an area of a square pyramid. So if we look at this square pyramid, we have a base on the bottom. So we have a square base. If we fold out all the sides that come off the base, we would have something that looks like this. Again, you have area is half base times height. And since it's a square, all of your bases are going to be the same. This is going to be 4 for every side. So the area of that is going to be 4 times 4, which is 16. So I was able to get this to be 16. Because the bases of everything are 4, and length times width is 4 times 4. Now, I want to get the triangles. The triangles we're going to use is a half base times height, because that's the formula to find area of a triangle. We see, let's look at this triangle here. We have 4, so 1/2 times 4 times the height. How tall is it to the top? And that says 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Half of that is 10. So that triangle is 10. Since it's a square base, all the bases are going to be the same. So every one of those is 4. To get to the same point on the top, you have to have the same height. So everything is a half 4 times 5. So I got all my sides now. So to find the surface area of this, add 16 plus 4, or the 4 sides of 10. So 16 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 56 square units. So again, break your shapes down, see how many of each you have, find the area of each particular shape, either a half base times height if it's triangular. If it's rectangular, it's length times width. Once you find the area of each shape, add them up and get a final total. Hopefully this was helpful for you.